Because I feel like, yeah. Because I feel like people don't really know Cynthia. Like when they like, oh, there's Cynthia, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be exposed.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
This is funny because do you know why this is funny? One, you said you want to be exposed. Second, me saying reminded me of one situation.
Oh. I laughed.
No.
He's like,
yeah,
and everybody was like, you, why are you even nodding? And he's like,
hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Tammy and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, as promised, I am having a sit down and we have a special guest who is my lovely friend, but I'll also let her introduce herself.
hey T gang, thank you for having me. I almost got shy, but I'm here.
Were you not gonna come?
No, I mean
okay.
now.
Oh. Yeah, I
I'm
feel
very
like those,
shy.
I feel like those first few minutes while you're waiting to be introduced are like,
So what do I do now? Where are my fingers? So yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I know we will, so stay tuned.
definitely. So speaking of the video,
Yeah.
so in today's video we are basically talking about unhealed trauma and how it affects, you know, personal relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, in all aspects of life basically. So Cynthia forgot to introduce herself formally. Cynthia
Oh, I
is
did.
Oh, you did?
I know. I mean, did I forget?
Girl, you did mention that you are a professional life coach. Professional life and relationship
Yeah,
life coach.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
you did. I'm a Cynthia Rodia. The
Check my
life
girl
coach.
out
Yes.
on the socials.
Yeah.
She's also a YouTuber, by the way. So
Yeah.
before we get into anything, I want to let you guys know that we are definitely shooting something on her channel as well. So if you enjoyed this video, it would be very nice for you to also go make a turn on her channel. Don't forget to leave in the comment section that you are coming from the T Gang. So yeah, guys, please
I
subscribe
wish
to
you
my
had confetti. That would have been great.
Guys, Cindy makes me laugh all the time. Like, I literally say to her there, me and her are like, you know those two kids in primary school that can't be put together? Yeah. Or always in the naughty corner. That's us. But yeah. I
And the
love this.
teacher's favorite students.
Yes,
We
definitely.
never get into trouble.
Yeah, we're just naughty.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you guys learn, you know, one or two things from this video, and I really wanted to make this video because one, it was inspired by a tweet, and two, it has really been on my heart. It's something I've been wanting to talk about, and I think I did mention previously that I do want to bring on, you know, conversations that are relatable on the channel, not only vlogs, but I want, you know, for us to be able to talk about day-to-day stuff, things that people can relate to, and considering, you know, mental health is a topic now.
Oh yeah.
I really want to, you know, dig into some of these conversations. So today's topic is unhealed trauma, and yeah, let's get into it. So if you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you've subscribed already to my channel, please subscribe to Cynthia's channel. It's free, guys. It's really free. So
really just a click
a click.
and then boom, you subscribe.
Yeah, and she has really dope content as well. She has really nice videos, you know, relatable stuff. So please go and check her out.
Thank you so much. I think this is such an important topic. You know, so many people get into relationships, and just recently I had a conversation with somebody, and they're like, Cynthia, why do people keep leaving me? Why can't I secure proper relationships, even friendships, platonic ones?
Wow.
And I was like, well, that's something, I mean, we need to sit down and really talk about it, because I was that person too.
Oh, wow.
Like, I could never keep friends.
Guys, you know what I love about Cynthia? In everything she talks about, like, she's so relatable in a sense that she makes herself as an example. And I love that about you, friend.
Thank you so
like,
much.
it makes it easy for ordinary me to be able to relate to you.
Wow.
And I hope that that's how my viewers feel after this video as well.
Wow. That is so warming. Thank you. That's literally a prayer answered. My prayer has always been the struggles that I'm going through in my life, because I went through a lot, honey. Let it be a testimony to somebody. Let me be able to be let God's light shine through me so that I'm able to help somebody. You know,
I strongly believe in that too. Because I believe everything we go through in life is sort of, I mean, the Bible says we are comforted so that we can comfort others. We are blessed so we can bless others. So your testimony is definitely going to bless, I believe, 1 or 2 people, if not more. So, you know, when you're speaking about friendship, I was like, wow, this is, you know, we really need to have this conversation because, you know, I always have this Q&As on my channel. I mean, on my Instagram. And some of
Instagram.
Oh, girl.
I draw so much inspiration from there. I have to say this. Whenever you post something, whenever I post something, I have to think about the quality that it has. Because I've learned standard and quality from you. So I know, and I'm not even saying that because I'm offending anything. I really.
Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Guys,
See, it's stupid.
I don't know. The thing with me is receiving, like, you know, such warm words. Like, I just get shy.
Is it? It's normal. I was shy.
But anyway, so like when I ran the poll, a lot of people were just talking about how, you know, relationships are not reciprocal in terms of friendships. So let's talk about that, and let's talk about how, you know, certain trauma affects, you know, even you being present in a friendship.
Hectic. I think it's got a lot to do with past conditioning as well, how you grew up. When that said person said to me, people keep leaving me in my life, I then asked her, how did you grow up? And she said to me, well, I grew up in an environment where she was never really loved. She had to live with other people. She didn't really grow up with her parents. She had to live with other people. And these people always had to find a problem with her. Whenever something would go missing in the house, she would be the problem. Whenever something would go wrong, food would run out, she was the problem.
Food?
Girl, so she grew up. I need to give a story time on that because I also grew up with other people at some point in my life, and that's exactly how I felt. Like everything going wrong is always your fault. And so
including people
leaving because you are not worthy of love. That's what you've been programmed to believe.
And now, sort of in friendships, you start developing this like non-attachment style where you're not gonna attach so much to Cynthia because you know eventually somehow she's gonna leave.
Or even anxious attachment where it's like, when is, like, why are you not talking to me? Why don't you reply to my text? What's going on? Are you also gonna leave? I need you. I need. So you've been programmed to believe that everything is your fault. Somebody not replying to your text on time is your fault. Somebody not taking your call is your fault. Somebody feeling sad, losing their job, feeling down because you're friends with them, you feel like it's your fault. And
because there's this human instinct, you instantly feel the need to sort of try and fix it. You still you feel the need to sort of
overcompensate. So you feel like, what can I do to prove that I'm worthy of friendship?
Wow.
And so you go overboard and over. Oh, my English almost broke there, but it's okay. We're back again.
We almost lost
girl, but I'm back. Connection restored. Bundles are there, fresh and ready to go. So, you know, past conditioning, these things happen to you, and you really question every move.
That is so true, actually, because even reflecting back, like with my trauma and stuff I had to deal with, it really is past conditioning. It's how you grew up. It's sometimes the things said to you. It's sometimes the experience on its own, and also I think the type of, like, sometimes you just get in a certain cycle. You know. A pattern where you just attract a certain type of group of friends, for example, where you just attract people that just use you, where you just attract people that only stick around for the benefits.
Why? Because you allow it. Subconsciously.
And you allow this because that's what you're used to.
Absolutely. I was telling somebody, every one of us, inside of us, we've got that little girl or that little boy that wants to be loved, that needs to be loved. If that love is not coming from you, that voice is going to scream louder and louder until the people around you can subconsciously hear that voice. And that energy is heavy.
And people treat you according to that that voice.
Yes.
Because there's that saying, it sounds so cliche, but it's actually really true. How people treat you is a reflection of how you treat yourself.
Absolutely. 100%.
Absolutely. So I learned that the hard way, and I had to learn that because I started reflecting and just seeing like, but why is it that Cynthia receives this and she does this, and she commands respect, she commands
attention,
but I have to I feel like I have to work for it.
Yeah, because you're teaching you've been conditioned. It's not your fault. You've been conditioned to believe that you're not enough.
Yeah.
And so you're growing up and you're like, but I don't want to feel like this. How can I make myself be enough?
Yeah.
See me. I'm gonna do everything that I can for you to love me. I'm here. Make me your friend, regardless of whether our values don't align. As long as I have a friend, hi.
And now you end up taking on friendships that don't even
you.
align with your values.
And when a friendship doesn't align with your values, it certainly will never align with your purpose.
Ooh.
Yeah.
T-gang, did you hear that? Guys, wow, this whole conversation has me.
Yeah. And I want to touch on, while we're on purpose, very quickly.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's very difficult to have these kinds of conversations.
It is, especially when you haven't healed.
Yes.
Or when you haven't, made peace with your situation.
Yes. So I just want to say, like, if anybody is watching this, if you're watching this and you feel uncomfortable by,
just
listening
hearing
to this, that's the start of change.
Yeah.
You can only change or only start your healing journey when you are uncomfortable.
That is so true because we sometimes walk around life just saying like, oh, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know how people don't want to go to therapy and be like, I don't need therapy. I'll be fine. I'm fine. But
no,
until the conversation is heard, then you realize, I actually have a lot of work to do.
So Tammy, there's this conversation. I mean, when I went for therapy.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I'm really not okay.
Yeah.
And this is why my relationships have not been working out. Like, I've been in the most toxic relationships.
Yeah. Is this friendships or romantic relationships?
Platonic.
Oh, wow.
Family. Romantic. Everything.
Yeah.
And I just didn't understand why. And I was so sad all the time because I was like, why? Why am I always fighting with people? Why? If I begin to share my stories.
Yeah.
And I went for therapy. I love my therapist. Still today, we've got a very close relationship because I was one of her biggest projects.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder, and within a space of 8 to 9 months, there was a huge turnaround. Something she had never really seen.
Is it in such a short period?
Yes.
Wow.
People who are, who know about this stuff, but I don't want to get into that right now. Yeah,
no, I'm so proud of you, babe.
Girl, it's the grace of God. So, when I was like, but I'm really not okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is why. And so I went through the ugly parts of myself were exposed. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is you.
No, I think people have this stigma that when you go to therapy, the person is going to ask you invasive questions. Maybe they are, and those questions are going to prompt you to actually think deeper beyond surface, and I can attest actually when I actually sat down with you, I had myself thinking deeper, way deeper than the level I would usually think at. Because I would think and I'll try and find reason to validate whatever it is I was feeling. Even if it's a bad feeling. I'd find reason to just be like, you know what? It's just like that, But meanwhile, it's actually not. It's
deeper than that.
It's really not. Yeah.
We must have these
But listen, speaking of relationships, so I saw a tweet on Twitter. I'll probably attach it somewhere on the screen. But the person said, changing partners does not change the fact that you still have unhealed trauma you need to work on.
A relationship.
And let's talk about how like people will change from one relationship to another, thinking maybe the other person is the problem. Sometimes maybe they are, but I don't believe in the concept of one person is the problem alone, singularly. I don't believe in it.
And I agree with you 110%, because you know how I always say a relationship is what you are. You can't have a healthy relationship if you have not experienced healing. You can't. If this one relationship doesn't work out and you move to the next, that relationship is going to experience the same problems you experience internally. So if you are insecure, for example, because maybe you've been cheated on in the past or whatever situation may have happened, you bring that into the relationship when you haven't healed. And so every slight move, every not ignoring, perhaps every call unanswered, or every text not responded to,
every red flag.
I had that trauma. That's why I'm talking from experience.
Me too. But for me it wasn't cheating. It was really, the child in me was not loved as a child. So I constantly felt the need to seek validation from my partner, and when I wouldn't get that, I would get into this like, you know what, I'm fine on my own, I don't need any man. You know, like I'll just get into this and
this cocoon.
And it was very hard for him to understand that, because it's like 1 minute we are okay, next minute you are like, you know. So it took a really long time for us to correct that, and you know, for me to even understand that, okay, this is affecting my relationship in this way. So
I'm so proud of you for recognizing that, because a lot of people a lot of people don't recognize that.
And let me just say, aside from trauma, I think the most important thing to recognize is what triggers you. Because you can have the trauma and it can be at the back of your medulla, but as long as it's not triggered, it's just gonna sit there like, yeah, girl, you're here reading self-help books. I see you listening to podcasts and stuff, but you still need to go to therapy.
It's one thing to listen to podcasts. It's another thing to
put
sit
in the
down.
work. To put in the work.
To actually put in the work and sit down, get the help.
Because you know what I would do? I would get into this fight or flight mode where if I got triggered, I would give my partner silent treatment. And silent treatment is actually a form of emotional abuse.
Exactly. And silent treatment causes trauma.
So then I started, you know, sort of just like, I would sit myself down and ask myself, what is it that this person did that is making me feel triggered? You know, because I needed to identify that feeling. I needed to identify what it is. And then once I've identified that, I would speak to them and say, look, A, B, C, and D that you did yesterday triggered me, you know, because it also, like, he was just like, what is going on? You know, he needed to understand that, like, okay, this person actually has a history. They come from a place of where they were told they are inadequate. They come from a place, you know, sometimes the person will even make jokes about, you know, like, having big ears, you know. Not that my partner has ever said I have big ears. I don't have big ears. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of, like, even physical appearance, maybe you already have insecurities. And now this person is constantly like, oh, but your nose is so big, you know. Stuff like that. Oh, but your ears are so big. Now you immediately just, like, you are triggered. And your response is not so nice sometimes.
Absolutely.
Because it's either you get mad, it's either you just, you know, close off from this person, and now this person is obviously trying to get through to you, but now they can't. And in their mind, I was just making a joke. So this is also where boundaries come in.
Absolutely. But I like how you say, what has this person done that has triggered me? Because there's a form of accountability there, that I have things that can be triggered. So what has this person done that I like the fact that there's also you in the equation. Because a lot of the times people are just like, but it's you. It's you. You triggered me. You broke my heart. And you're such a bad person. And the thing is, we also have responsibility on our part on how we respond to those triggers. Now, the sign that you haven't healed is determined by how, or that sign, you can see it on how you respond to triggers. So if you still
there's quite a difference from no, it's fine, babe. There's quite a difference from how I would respond to my triggers in, like, the early stages of my relationship and how I would respond to them now. You know, now I'm more aware And also, I'm not trying to project that on my partner anymore. So I'm like, okay, we talk about it here and here, and we sort of, because we've already gone through it, we'll just say, babe, remember that other thing? Yeah, it's
boundaries. I love that.
Don't do that. Yeah. And then he understands that, okay, sorry, I did that again. Because also people are human. And let's talk about how people are so quick to dismiss others.
That is,
especially in friendships.
Telling me that you're too emotional, or telling me that what your feelings are not valid, you're not seeing what you're saying, you're overreacting. Don't do that, guys.
Don't do that.
Because people go through things. We are different. We experience life differently.
Do you know, I consider friendships the same way I consider romantic relationships.
Absolutely. Friendships are deep.
And the reason why I say this
Look at Ruan.
and Maria. Hashtag RHOD, Real Housewives of Durban.
That word again.
Girl, we are clearly invested. But yeah, what I was saying is I consider friendship so deep, and I think when you as a friend come and invalidate my feelings, I feel you
betray.
You take away the safe space.
Thank you.
And I am very big on having a safe space in all my relationships, whether it's my romantic relationship, whether it's my, because I'm trying to create a new space for the child in me. I'm trying to create a new narrative for the child in me, you know.
Absolutely.
So I can't be around people that are invalidating that and, you know, kind of shattering the progress I've been making.
I have to feel safe with you. If we are gonna be friends, friendships are so deep. I literally pour parts of myself into you. You pour parts of yourself into me. So
wait, let me stop you right there.
Okay.
Speaking of pouring,
all right,
this is the issue in most friendships.
Okay.
One friend is pouring into the other one's cup, and the other one is just drinking. They are not pouring anything back.
That is a problem.
It's a big problem. And babe, if I show you the amount of Q&As where people would just ask me like, hey Tammy, I had this friend, I would always show up for them, but when it's time, it's my turn, they don't do the same, they don't reciprocate. Like, reciprocacy is really a problem in a lot of relationships, even romantic relationships.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm glad we've got two glasses here. So okay, just imagine this glass was the same size as this glass, right? Yeah. So this glass is almost empty, right? I mean, it's almost empty. Yeah. Let's say this is me. I'm a friend. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I don't pour into myself. It's gonna make sense now. I don't pour into myself. So I'm empty. But I make a friendship with this person. Yeah. And I expect them to pour into me. So my expectation will be a lot because this is how empty I am. I haven't been pouring into myself. So this is like I literally need somebody to just complete yes. Ooh, and so I require so much more to the point where this person will obviously risk emptying themselves into me. That's
if they're willing to risk it.
That's if they're willing to risk it. But I'm also talking about this person that comes empty.
Because
that is never satisfied. If you are somebody, we'll get...
Sorry, no, I get you. I hear you.
If you are never satisfied in your friendships, you've got to look at how much you're pouring into yourself. To analyze...
Not even just your friendships, even your romantic relationships.
Absolutely. I love that.
Because with romantic relationships, we have this... I don't want to say social media, but the internet has created this narrative that you get into a relationship and this person is supposed to complete you.
That's exactly the glass thing. And so you'll never be satisfied. Whatever this person does will never be enough for you. Because there's only so much somebody can give. So if you are empty, you're going to break other people's children. Yeah. Because there's only somebody cannot empty themselves out into you.
And let's talk about how trauma comes with expectations. And I think that's one of them actually, because you expect people to come into your life and complete you. You expect people to come into your life and fulfill you because and only now really I'm seeing that people are starting to talk about the fact that you are responsible for your own happiness.
I love it. It's one of my favorite
whether it's in romantic relationships, whether it's in friendships, you are responsible for your own happiness. You are not going to come and be Tammy's friend and look for Tammy, and
she must make me happy.
No, you must be happy with yourself,
Yes.
and then Tammy just adds on to that.
If you are sad and you expect Tammy to make you happy, you're going to have a sad friendship or relationship. Because a relationship, again, I will say it 1,000 times, a relationship is what you are.
Yeah. It will, ooh,
you cannot expect anything else from what you are. If you don't put in the work in yourself, on yourself, or whichever is grammatically correct, your relationship is going to show. So if you want to be mediocre, you're going to have a mediocre relationship. This is what I have with my husband and I. I have decided I'm a happy girly. Me, I'm happy.
Yeah.
When you see me, I will laugh at myself. I will laugh. The other day, I poured my expensive thing red to find concoction in my cup, and it spilled. Yeah, I laughed at myself. I was like, yo, look at you. That was so clumsy, and I laughed at myself. Those small little things.
But I think also it's because you are self-aware, and you taught me that learning to be to mind what you are in control of. Some things are out of your control.
Yeah.
Like you said, this concoction is rare.
Bruh.
Now your whole day is ruined.
So what must I do now?
What must happen now?
I must laugh most.
Even if not laugh, just make peace with the situation. Because I feel like, you know how people like get mad and then they can't come back from it. Like, dude, you're really mad. You're so mad.
It's really not that deep. I love how you made reference to like what you can control, especially now with relationships. We cannot control people.
Yes, you can't control what other people do.
No, you can't. You can influence them, but even that is a stretch.
Yeah, but also I think we need to love ourselves so much to a degree that you are able to identify that if this person loved me, they would be able to meet me halfway, you know. Because you know, with especially when it comes to trauma, I think when people hear, oh, Cynthia has been traumatized as a child, or she's been through trauma, you immediately try and fix Cynthia. But you can't fix Cynthia. Cynthia needs to get help.
Yes.
She needs to fix herself.
She needs to want to be fixed.
You stick around, hoping as a friend, thinking, oh, but she goes to therapy, maybe she needs me. Let me just stay around. Maybe she will. But this is sometimes the person is not even doing the work. They are not even going to therapy.
They don't even want to.
They don't even want to. That's the thing. So now you are there trying to you are holding on to this non-existent thing.
It's not. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
We really stress ourselves so much. And when you really, if you're watching this, just look at what you're angry about and ask yourself whether it's in your control.
Not even what you're angry about, but things that make you angry.
Yeah.
Because you might not be angry now as you're watching this. Yeah. But I think even going forth,
not me assuming people are angry.
No.
You're not angry, please. Wait.
About my tea gang, they will comment down below and be like,
we're not angry.
Not sorry.
Disclaimer.
Oh, hi.
I just got abs from this laughter. Guys.
Hi, we are happy people, Sanas.
Listen.
Come Nandi. See lava.
What now? Please, guys, what?
Okay.
Even if you're not angry, like the things that make you angry, that think about whether that is within your control.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then maybe consider just letting it go and focusing on what is within your control, directly within your control.
Yeah. Okay, for someone that's watching our video, babe, and it's probably like, okay, how do I identify? Because trauma can be simple things, can be the littlest things. I'll give you an example. As a child, I was always told that I was gonna become nobody. So growing up, girl, and we aren't even where we're supposed to be yet. Looking back, I think I would always feel very inadequate, even if I achieve stuff, I'll give you an example. When I won the Makeup Artist Award, I felt unworthy. I felt like you constantly feel you are not worthy.
Like I made a mistake.
Yeah, like is it really for me, And so it makes navigating adulthood very hard, because even when people give me like, you know, affirmations, I'm just like,
so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Just because you've been programmed to think a certain way about yourself doesn't necessarily mean that it's true.
Yeah.
So
I know that now.
Great.
Watching, and because you know, people think trauma just comes from, you know, physical abuse, but it's vague. It's vague.
Yeah.
And I obviously, because it's vague, I don't want us to get into the depth of it, but I think anything that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. So I want to share a little story.
Okay.
I struggle, and I shared on my Instagram where I struggled a lot with being passive aggressive. Yeah, passive aggressive meaning that somebody will ask you, "Are you angry?" No, I'm not angry, but banging doors, slamming cupboards, washing dishes in a loud manner, you know, silent treatment, being puffed up, all of that stuff. So within the first year of my marriage, that really affected us badly. This is public information that my husband and I share to help people that see it fitting to help them. And so he once sat me down and he said, "Babe, do you know that when you do that, it makes me feel uncomfortable, and it makes me feel like every time you're quiet, even if you're not angry,
even
something
if you're not
is
angry,
wrong." Like something. So I feel like, what can I do? What have I done? What
Speaking of that, I had the same issue with Dennis. Like where I would get this weird feeling of anxiousness. Even if something is not wrong, I would just like immediately I'll just feel like, oh no, something is wrong, and then I'll just get anxious, and then my mood changes, and then I want to go home, especially if I'm at his place. Then like my mood changes, his mood, now he's confused. He's like,
what can I do? It makes him so uncomfortable. So he said it was a very, very, very difficult conversation to have because he called me out and I was exposed. Relationships expose you, but you've got to be willing to hear the person. And I was like, I was so heartbroken, and I was like, I didn't realize how this affected you, because I didn't know we were drawing apart. Is that drawing apart? Drifting apart. Yes, and I didn't know why. And let
me tell you, there's the hurt, but there's that hurt where you are hurting the person you love. The thought of, I caused you that hurt.
That pain. To that extent, I made you uncomfortable where you no longer want to be around me. Yes, when I'm supposed to be your safest space. Come on. I immediately said, no, this is not how it's going to be. I put in the work. So if you're watching this and you're in a relationship, it's not too late to do the work. You can do the work. You can support each other while you're putting in the work.
I think it's so important to have support.
You've got to put in the work. Like, nobody's perfect. Honestly.
No one is.
Everybody's got something to work. I still have my things to work on. But what really helps and what causes healthy relationships is being aware and being willing. Being aware and being willing to work on it. Once you have that, 50% of the work is done.
I won't lie to you, and I think this is a testimony. At the beginning of my relationship, like, would constantly argue about the smallest things, you know, and like now we are just in a place where it's like, okay, babe, you hurt my feelings. He apologizes or I apologize, and we keep it moving.
We don't
go weeks without talking to each other anymore, or days without
silent treatment. Somebody says I'm sorry, you still give them the silent treatment.
And then, babe, I'm so sorry. This narrative of, I'm just like this, I'm built like this. I feel for someone you love, you are always willing to put in the work.
But I feel like, okay, here's my thing on it. You can put in the work as long as it doesn't clash with who you really are.
And it doesn't change who you are and what you stand for.
So you
because I feel like, because you remember, let's go back to the trauma. Because of this trauma, you are conditioned to believe that you are not worthy of being loved. So now you are doing things beyond what you stand for, beyond your values,
over and
to feel loved by somebody.
That's deep.
You know?
That's deep,
Because I'll give you an example. Here's a girl and a guy. The guy smokes weed. She doesn't smoke weed. And now she feels, because he has this value of his, that he feels this is, you know, something personal to him. now you feel the need to also join him on the weed, and
but that's
now
not you.
Yeah, it's not you. You are just doing this to feel accepted. You're doing this to feel loved. And maybe weed is a bit extreme, but even the little things in the friendships where you go above and beyond just to feel accepted, feel loved, let go of that. I feel like I genuinely always pray to God for genuine friendships. And I feel like when you have let go of that need to want to be loved by everybody, God he will just miraculously place the right people in your life.
The people that you are. Like if you are attracting a certain kind of people, is that grammatically correct?
Yeah.
That's because that's who you are. That's the energy you emit. So it all goes back to
the
self.
drawing board.
You yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean we spoke about being passive aggressive. I think a lot of us struggle with that, and we don't realize it,
and we are not aware. We're not aware because you know how we've normalized this thing of like, especially females, I'm going to call our gender out, because a guy will be like, babe, are you okay?
You're like,
yeah, I'm okay. No, you'll be like, this is through texting. Yeah, I'm okay. And then he says, okay, babe. Then you go, I just feel like
I just think it's funny that
why are we like that?
I don't know.
No, I've learned to just say it there and then
just
I'm not okay, you hurt my feelings.
So here's something that I feel like will really pour health into the relationship. If somebody hurts your feelings, hey babe, I feel hurt when this happens, or I feel unappreciated, or I feel unloved. Why you're not saying you hurt me or you did this? It's because the moment you say that, immediately the other person goes into defensive mode.
I love that because it has changed everything. It really
That's and manage your tone. This is what I give to clients in premarital counseling as well. Manage your tone.
Wait, did you tell the T-Gang that you actually offer this as a service?
I offer premarital counseling, relationship counseling, single people who want to find the right one. If you want to be happier, feeling more motivated, I am your person.
What is the 30 days package again?
The 30-day life reset plan is where you have 30 days where I send you exercises to do every day to get you to become more self-aware, to reach your goals, to be happier, feeling inspired and motivated, and that comes with 4 sessions.
I love that. You're doing so great. You are doing so great, babe.
Thank
and
you so much.
I feel like you have the opportunity to literally transform lives, and and I love that for you.
This is honestly a prayer answer. Thank you so much. My prayer has always been, when I meet somebody, they need to experience the love of God and the peace of God. That's it. I just want people to experience genuine happiness. Because I know what it's like to not know how to be happy. And not to be loved. Not to be loved by you and by others. And to blame others for the lack of self-love that you have.
Wow.
It's terrible.
That is powerful. That is so powerful.
So with communication that I give in my premarital course, I always say you can be so angry, but you can actually, because you're a human being with a sound mind, you can control how you respond to the emotion of anger. You may not necessarily be able to control.
No, babe, let me stop you there. I think sometimes with anger comes impulsiveness.
That's where yes.
Okay, did I stop
you?
You
can't control. You can't necessarily control that, hey, I'm angry. No. But you can control how you respond to the anger.
Okay,
So I could be fuming. I can decide I'm going to shout at you. Or I'm going to say, yo, this upset me. Give me time. I'm going to come back and talk to you about it. We've practiced it in our marriage. Give me time.
But now we have friends that don't respect boundaries, and
that
partners that don't respect boundaries. Not that my partner doesn't respect boundaries, but I'm just saying it's something we even struggled with my boyfriend. We struggled. I take a while to process things, and with him he's like, babe,
do it now. That was me though. I struggled.
So how does one then kindly implement those boundaries without saying, but babe, you are doing it again,
Well, it's not gonna be perfect, but being aware. So I, like him, that was me. My husband takes time to process things. No one will take time to process something, and for me, I'm like, no, bruh, like this happened now, we must do it now. And I realized we're different. So just because we don't address it now doesn't mean we can't address it later. It won't be addressed. It will be addressed. I also learned that it's better to wait it out.
Because actually,
the
emotions have cooled off, and you're not going to say anything from a place of hurt, from a place of anger.
But you must communicate that, hey, I'm really angry. Instead of, I'm angry, leave me alone. Hey,
I'm upset.
I'm really upset. You can even use the word angry. I'm really angry right now. Give me time.
I think that works.
Instead of like all over the place. I'm angry.
It's also a very unhealthy way of communicating, because now that you're done shouting at each other, all of a sudden, I love you so much.
No. Don't shout at each other. I know it's difficult because some of us, I come from a family with very strong women. I'm gonna end it there because they're going to watch. So, you don't always,
when communicating, you feel the need to be firm.
And to exit that.
So the phone cut, iPhone in storage.
And we almost thought we lost the video.
The heart attack. We're actually ready to refilm, but praise God, we found it.
This is why you guys must give this video extra likes.
Yes, please.
And extra comments. Like comment double.
It gave us extra alostro. But yeah, guys, I must say it was really lovely having you on my channel. I would love for you to come back, because there's so many other conversations I want us to, talk about. So let me know, guys, in the comment section if you would like Mrs. Simply to come back.
Thank you so much.
Because I felt like I was also learning from the conversation, and it was sort of just remind us that, like, okay. So thank you so much for making time to join me on my channel.
Thank you for making time to have me, with the Tea Gang. I know it's a very special community.
It is.
I'm so honored and so privileged.
I'm about to do gangster stuff now. No, please.
So it's such a privilege and honor, and I'm so humbled to be here, even on this channel. So thank you for having me. I too learned so much.
No, we learned from you.
So I learned from you as well.
Thank you.
You teach me so much. One big lesson that you taught me was, babe, if it's yours, it's yours. And that has kept me going. Whenever there's an opportunity that I wanted to have, and I lose it or I miss it, I remember your words.
Wait,
remember your words.
Wow, this is so powerful. I can't believe I said this to you.
You said it. You said it. I'm not gonna share what was happening in our lives that time, but you said it to me, and I was like,
Wait, actually, I think you need to come back so we can talk about, not taking rejections so harshly. I think a lot of us go through life being rejected, this application, this proposal, this, and
or people graduating and you are not graduating,
or you are behind.
It's
so I think it's a conversation we need to have. So let me know in the comment section if you guys would love us to sit down on this, because I think it's also something very relatable, and I think it will help one or two people. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video and until this far. I mean, we did do a lot of speaking, but I hope it was insightful. I hope you loved the video. I hope you loved the sit down videos, and I hope you guys give this video a huge thumbs up. So I did tell you guys in the previous video that when you give the videos a thumbs up, it alerts the algorithm that people love the video and they favor it. So what YouTube's algorithm does is then recommend it to more people. So that way we are building our community and also growing as a channel. And yeah, so with that said, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. The goal is 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So yeah, guys, I'll see you then in my next video.
Bye, guys. Thank you for having me. Take care.